You are watching Access LaPorte County, Channel 97. Coming up next is the December 4th, 2024 meeting of the Michigan City Parks and Recreation Board. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Welcome and good evening to the Park Board meeting for December 4th. If you would rise and repeat the pledge, please.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, if you'd call the roll, please.
Yes. Mr. Freed.
Here.
Ms. Sperling.
Here.
Mr. Glidden. Here. Mr. Hoffman.
Present.
Mr. Lavis.
Here.
Here.
We have the minutes from the meeting on November 20th. Are there any corrections or additions? If not, do we have a motion to accept the minutes as printed?
I move we accept the minutes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All in favor say aye. I'm sorry.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Any project updates?
No, sir.
Table business?
No, sir.
New business. A is the HFL Fetters Playground Project Grant Agreement and Budget.
Yes, so this is the $750,000 award that we got from Health Foundation of LaPorte for the Fetters Alley Playground. I would need the board's permission tonight to approve this grant agreement so I can sign it online in their portal. Just to let you know, pretty much 100% of all the grants the park is going to work on moving forward, everything needs to be done online. So I'll need your permission for me to sign that online.
Do we have questions or comments for Shannon?
I take it you're good with everything in it?
I am, yes,
Okay.
especially the amount.
Yeah. Congratulations.
If there aren't any other questions, do we have a motion then to accept this contract?
I move that we accept this wonderful contract.
Second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Next, we have the Hitchcock Design Group Amendment Number 1 for the Fetter Alley project.
Yes, so in 2021, we started working on this project and we set a $2 million budget. But working through Water Tower Park, which is kind of a smaller version of Fetters, we just knew we weren't going to be able to reach a destination level with that type of a budget. Water Tower just finished up just over $1 million, and that's just a neighborhood playground. So over the past several years during the design phase, the budget's increased to, it's going to be between $4.7 and $5 million. So I'm asking that you approve an addendum to Hitchcock's original design agreement. The amount is $145,900. We do have the funding for that. But I would like to know our typical design and engineering fees on construction projects run at about 12%. So originally that's the amount that they were charging against the 2 million, but they have lowered it. So now we'll be paying 8.2% of the projected $4.7 million project. So that's quite a break on design and engineering. And I would recommend approval tonight.
Shannon, so make sure I understand this. The fixed fee is $145,900 and the total then is $385,900.
Correct.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions or comments? Any comments or questions from the public? Do we have a motion to accept the Hitchcock Design Group Amendment Number 1 for Fetter Alley Playground?
I would move we accept the Hitchcock Design Group Amendment Number 1.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Next we have the coldest night of the year 5K walk, and I think on the information you got, it had November 22, but the correct date is December 4 here.
And that is on the signer's copy.
I'm sorry.
December 4th is on the signer's copy.
Yeah, that's when I have.
And they passed out this amendment
Yes,
to there.
you all should have received a copy of the thing. Welcome.
Good evening, Board. Eric Williams. I'm here tonight as a member of the Board of Directors for Nest Community Shelter. Here with me is Harrison Holtkamp. Harry is the Executive Director for Nest. I'm going to turn it over to Harry and kind of let him explain to you guys what coldest night of the year the organization is, and I'll kind of hop back in to go over the specifics of the 5K.
Good evening. So coldest night of the year is a 5K walk. We're proposing it through Washington Park, starting at the Senior Center, halfway from the Senior Center, ending at the Senior Center. We'll have volunteers out there to monitor the route. The police department will have Lakeshore Drive closed down pending your approval of today's events. And it's going to be the first of many years of a 5K that we're proposing. It's 260 organizations start off at the same day, same time for this event. And we were the one chosen out of Northwest Indiana, the only one from Kokomo up to where we're at. So this is what we're proposing.
Do you have any idea on the estimated number of people that might show up?
We have hopes and dreams, but to be real, probably 50 to 100 people initially. This is a peer-to-peer fundraising event, so they could do it online or they could actually put boots on the ground and walk.
Just a couple of specifics on the 5K itself. The first thing we did when we were approached by this idea, we sat down with Brian Wright, the traffic commander for Michigan City Police Department. Brian did suggest Washington Park, as in February. Of course, we don't know what the weather conditions will be, so we felt it was going to be the safest location. We did on Monday have an approval of a conditional street closure from just past the Washington Park entrance down to the end of Fetters Alley. So if for some reason we cannot use the sidewalk due to snow, we will have Fetters Alley closed just for public safety. I did give Will this afternoon an updated map. The map that you guys were given, the route will be 2 laps of that map. It's going to basically go around the Senior Center parking lot, down over by Fish Camp, back up to Fetters Alley, and then back up to the Senior Center, doing that lap 2 times. We did request use of the Senior Center for a pre-walk ceremony and a post-walk meal. We will, of course, be willing to work with the staff to ensure there's no issues at the Senior Center. I did have a discussion with Pat Bolts just regarding potential of any snow removal, and Pat said that, of course, if there's any issues in terms of a snow emergency and they get pulled out, there's not much they can do, but they're certainly willing to help us in terms of making sure that we have Washington Park in safe conditions. And then from the insurance perspective, we did work directly with General Insurance, so the insurance should be good to go as well.
Yeah, it's 2 laps, did I understand that correctly?
Yes, yep, 2 laps. 1 lap is about, well, of course, 2.5 kilometers. So there's a 2K option and a 5K option.
Oh, good. And did I read, is this a walk run?
Walk.
But there are no bicycles or?
No.
Okay. You have an age limit?
No age on it.
Any questions or comments?
I think this is awesome.
I do too. Yeah.
I will co-sign that statement.
Public questions, comments?
Oh,
Again, yeah, this is a great idea. I hope you have a good turnout. There aren't any other questions. We have a motion then to accept the coldest night of the year 5K walk.
I move that we accept the coldest night of the year, 5K walk.
And I shall second.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Good luck.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you. Thanks.
We have the Golf Pro Management job description. You've all had an opportunity to read through the description. You have any questions as to any parts of this? There's quite a few of them.
The President Freeze, there's been 2 additions in working with our attorney and the city attorney on moving towards a golf pro model at the golf courses. So 2 items were added to what you have before you tonight. One under duties was offer golf lessons and promote junior golf through various clinics. And under the PGA certification, we added employee shall maintain his PGA or her PGA rating and keep current on new developments in the area of golf course management and operations.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I
Question?
guess for the board's knowledge too, this was our last job description with just those 2 items added.
Oh, I thought it looked familiar. Any other comments, questions for Shannon? Public comments or questions?
Good evening. My name's Doug Stevens. I reside at 421 Cricket Lane. I think it's great that we're gonna hire this new guy. I don't know if you guys have him in mind yet or not, but speculation, we know who he's gonna be, which is awesome. I've been here before to approach the board, and our main concern as golfers there is, are we gonna have our standing tee times on the weekends? Are they gonna plan on changing this at all? Our only benefit to get a membership at this golf course is we get a standing tee time. Other than that, all of us golfers, and there's probably 50 to 60 of us that have memberships that play every Saturday and Sunday morning between 6 o'clock and around, I think the last one starts at 10:30 or 11 o'clock. So my question to the board or to the gentleman, whenever he does get hired, are they gonna continue with our standing tee times?
Yeah, I think it's a little premature as we have not hired anyone at
Correct.
this point, but
Okay.
yes, that is a valid point that will be discussed.
Okay, awesome. All right, thanks, Shannon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? Seeing and hearing none. Do we have a motion then to accept this pro golf manager job description as printed with the addition of the 2 items that Shannon read to us?
I move we accept the golf pro manager job description.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
We have a couple of resolutions. Matter of fact, we have 3. Now I'll read the preamble to them, and they're all the same except when it comes to now therefore. Whereas the superintendent of the Department of Park and Recreation has reported that certain transfers of funds are necessary within the budget of the Michigan City Department of Park and Recreation because of unanticipated expenses from various accounts, which accounts do not have sufficient funds available for disbursement for said expenses. And whereas there are funds available for said purposes in various other accounts, which are not expected to be paid from said accounts during the remainder of the budget year. And whereas the Michigan City Park and Recreation Board has determined that said expenses to get the accounts out of the negative is necessary, and that the account transfer should be made in order to meet expenses. So resolution 1057, now therefore be it resolved that the following transfer be made from the following named accounts to the following named accounts for the purpose stated therein. Decrease fund 2507.000, concession fund, contractual 439.090, $24. Increase fund 2507.000, concession fund 45.012, shipping and delivery fees, $24. Comments? Questions?
We need a resolution for $24.
Yes.
So you need a resolution if it's going between, 2 different classifications of accounts. So if the contractual services, if the transfer had to happen in a services account, it'd just be a minor transfer. But when you skip from services to personnel, supplies, etc., it does require a resolution.
Thank you.
Doesn't seem quite worth it, does it?
Do we have a motion then to accept resolution 1057?
I'll make a motion to accept this expensive resolution 1057.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried.
And we have resolution 1058. Now therefore be resolved that the following transfers be made from the following name accounts to the following named accounts for the purpose stated therein. Decrease fund 2204.503, recreation operating fund 411.014, seasonal wages of $6,000. Increase fund 2204.503, recreational operating fund 423.031, small tools $6,000. Questions or comments? If not, do we have a motion to accept resolution 1058?
Just one quick question. Apologize, sir. So is this the one it's saying to purchase a large speaker? This is the one that had been mentioned before?
So right now, the small tools
Mhm.
is actually in the red, $2,800 and something dollars. So
Okay.
it's to bring it out of the red
Got it.
and to buy the speaker and anything else that might be needed to close the gap,
Associated.
keeping the account out of the red.
Wonderful. Thank you, sir.
No problem.
Any other questions? Well, do we have a motion to accept this?
I'll make a motion to accept resolution number 1058.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
And our third resolution, 1059. Now therefore be it resolved that the following transfers be made from the following named accounts to the following named accounts for the purpose stated therein. Decrease fund 2508.000, golf course fund 411.014, seasonal wages of $2,000. And 411.013, regular wages of $21,000. Increased fund 2508.000, golf course fund 439.090, contractual of $23,000. Questions, comments? Seeing none, hearing none, do we have a motion to accept resolution 1059?
I motion to approve resolution number 1059.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Board of Officers Superintendent's report, Shannon?
Thank you. First of all, I have an update on Water Tower Park. We did conduct the final punch list walkthrough yesterday with the engineer and the contractor. There are just a few minor items that need to be completed on the play set. One is a bucket swing for a toddler that was on back order that should be in today, actually. And the other one, they did the additions to the existing play set that we moved. They put the monkey bars too low, so we need to get some pole extensions put up there. And then the project will be finished. We'll be able to close that out. And the two grants that funded that, so that's a big relief. That's a lot of work. Getting the grants closed out and then they're done. I appreciate Pat came out yesterday and took down the snow fencing and the poles, so it no longer looks like a construction site. A lot of kids have already been playing in the park. We had a camera out there to monitor the poured in place surfacing because it had to set and dry. It had an alarm on it, so it did catch a lot of kids out there. They weren't really doing anything wrong, but the monitor would go off or the siren and they would run. But now it's open. Spent a lot of basketball play out there already, so it's an amazing basketball court. So I'd invite you guys to take a look at that, and we'll have a ribbon cutting in the spring to celebrate that new park. Regarding the golf course, Allie Mellon and I went out to the course on Monday and did a complete inventory of all concessions, non-inventory items, and merchandise. We are currently reconfiguring the point of sale system pretty much from the ground up. So we have a reliable system that gives us accurate reporting. I think I am able to provide you with the year-end profit and loss for concession. It's not going to be 100% accurate, but it will be fairly close. So that will be coming out with our annual report. Regarding the senior center, senior center aide Dorothy Biller is retiring at the end of this year. So she served as assistant director for 13 years. And I'd just like to wish her well in her retirement. And then regarding the zoo, just a reminder to the public, this Saturday, December 7th is the last day to visit the Washington Park Zoo for the 2024 season. They'll be open from 10 to 3. You can visit with the Grinch. The first 100 visitors with Grinch will take home their own mini Grinch. That's from 11 to 2. They'll have a wooden ornament decorating station from 11 to 2, and then they'll have keeper talks throughout the day. So if you haven't been to the zoo yet, it's your last opportunity. Or if you just want to see the zoo in the winter, because it is a totally different experience. I don't have any vandalism to report, and I'd love to answer any questions you may have.
Any questions for Shannon? Thank you.
Real quick question for,
Oh, okay.
now, Water Tower Park, you said, cameras, there's gonna be cameras in that park?
So there's a temporary construction camera, just kind of keeping an eye more or less on the port in place surfacing that could not be walked on for 5 days.
Right.
But we are working with IT and Michigan City area schools to put in some new camera tests or new cameras that they are beta testing. So they offered to let us be a testing site, which of course there's no cost to us. It's a great benefit. So they're a little bit behind schedule right now, but I do expect there'll be cameras up in the next couple of months. And again, no cost to us, no ongoing cost. We're just a test site.
Thank you.
Any other comments, questions? Will, do you have anything?
Yes, first off, to piggyback off the Water Tower park comments, Water Tower will also be the next site of our Pantries in the Park location. So once everything is finished with the punch list, we'll work on in the spring getting the new pantry out there for those neighborhood residents. Also, this past week while I was on vacation, Melissa and I continue to dive into the new online management software operating system that we have, or that we will have. Just setting up a couple programs, classes to see how it will work. Starting to troubleshoot on online facility rentals and stuff like that to try to have that ready for January 15th to go live. The contract for that will be at the next meeting. Laura's helped me a lot with that. So excited, very excited about that. That would take us away from the web-based program that we had before and put an app in the hands of everybody where you can easily see what's available, offered, pay, and everything right on the app. And it has communication built into it. So if you're going to join art club on Tuesdays, there's a group chat right inside of the app where you can get any information with the instructor for that or contact Park and Rec for more information. So I think communication is really big. We're excited about that. Next week, next year, 2025, Mayor Angie in the special events department will be undertaking, I shouldn't say undertaking, but adding Juneteenth as a major event for the city, and we'll be we're helping organize it, being a leader in organizing the Juneteenth celebration for this year. And that process will start next week. We'll have our first meeting leading towards that. And there was one more thing, and I didn't write it down. Oh, also on December 7th is the city and special events festival. Well, we turn on the lights at the beach on the 7th. It'll be the first official night for that. And there's the Christmas festival that's happening at Uptown Social. That will follow right after the parade. Yes, that's all I have.
Any questions? Thank you. Mr. Hoffman, Planning Commission Liaison Report.
Yes, sir. The Plan Commission met on the 26th of November and approved the petition to continue the ERA and extending tax abatement. There will not be a meeting in December.
The Port Authority had a meeting in November and they voted to only have one meeting in December, and that's not till the 16th. Mr. Glidden.
The Zoological Society has not met recently.
Thank you. Attorney's report.
Thank you. I don't have anything to report. No,
Any,
give me something.
any director's reports?
All right.
Department of Finance, Mr. Glidden, you're up again.
I have the Michigan City Park Department claims docket for December 4th, 2024. Municipal, $36,698.83. Golf petty cash, $359. Total claims, $37,057.83. I would move that we accept this claims docket.
I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried.
I have the payroll for number 24 for 2024, 11/10/24 through 11/23/24, pay date 11/27/24. Total payroll $77,994.37. And I would move that we accept this payroll.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
I have minor transfers from December 4th. Maintenance Fund 2204.504. Decrease account other supplies $550. Decrease account repairs maintenance building $4,000. Increase account office supplies $150. Increase account oil $400. Increase account contractual $4,000. I would move that we make these minor transfers.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
The Zoo Fund, decrease account printing and advertising $95. Decrease account rental equipment $142. Decrease account other services education $475. Decrease account postage $95. Decrease account travel $570. Increase account water $1,377. I would move that we accept these minor transfers.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
From the Zoo Endowment, invoices totaling $22,220 are paid to Amish Structures for custom wood structures, cappies, and to the $17,361. And the Lazaro Company's padlocks for the zoo lock system, $4,860. I would move that we accept these invoices.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
For the Board of Works, invoices totaling $35,042.32 were paid at 12/2/24 Board of Works Meeting 2, Kenny Machinery for Capital Golf Front Deck Mower, $35,042.32. I would move that we accept these invoices.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
That's all.
No credit card.
No, sir.
Okay, thank you. Any comments from the public? Mr. Bolts.
Patrick Bolts, Maintenance Director. Just wanted to make the board aware, Councilman Don Prepolinski donated a 8-foot Santa Claus for Washington Park for a Christmas display. We hoped to had it up today, but we decided to wait with the wind they were calling for. So sometime tomorrow we should have it up. It'll greet you as you come in the lot 1 ticket booth area. So just wanted to make you guys aware of the nice donation he had for us. So
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Przybylski. Any other comments? Comments from the board? I'm working my way around.
No, thanks.
Tim,
No, sir.
Laura,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Dabney.
Yeah, a couple of comments. Will mentioned something in his report, and I got questions when this actually came up in the council. This is the reason I want to talk about it. When he talked about having accounts in the red, a lot of people heard it, and so I got a couple of email about that. You know, what do you guys mean? I was saying, explain that we can't have accounts in the red, meaning we cannot, as a city, the park department, other departments have accounts that are in the negative at the end of the year. So we have to be able to have all, positive balance accounts. We are not the federal government and we cannot deficit spend. So everything has to be, in the positive moving into the next year. And then Shannon, I don't know if you had the pleasure of watching us last night in our council meeting. I thought that's what you were going to do. And got a couple of questions about the drone ordinance. I'll send you an email about with some of the questions. So I just wanted to let you know to expect that. And I'm looking forward to, once again, the water tower being done. Long time that's been worked on. So I'm happy to see that. As you all know, I keep saying that's the home court. So I'm happy about that. All right. It's the best court now in the city. All right. Too bad I can't play anymore, but that's another story.
Being a designated shooter.
Thank you for that explanation about being in the red and the law on that. Board, anything else? If not, do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved, Mr. President.